Hey there, friends. I'm going to share a couple of videos with you that many of you have probably already seen. There's a couple of videos that have gone a little bit viral in the last couple of days. I want to talk about that as far as the weaponization of the FBI and other federal agencies. First, guys, go check out my friends over at cmmg.com. These guys walk the walk. They don't just talk the talk whenever it comes to any kind of Second Amendment support. These guys are very active in the community as far as putting their money where their mouth is. Not only that, they make great firearms too. You can get your selection of calibers, Cerakote finishes, different types of action. One of the cool things about it is you also have a feature where you don't have to pay full price now. You can pay in payment plans. This is a pretty cool feature. Allows you to save a little bit of money now, keep some money in your pocket, and pay over the course of time. I recommend taking a look at this if it's something that fits your needs. Go to cmmg.com, use my discount code FTATF. Again, my discount code is FTATF. Receive 10% off your purchase at cmmg.com. This first video is allegedly of a lady who is Muslim and made some pro-Palestinian posts on her Facebook page. I went and looked at her Facebook page. She is definitely pro-Palestinian, and she is a Muslim woman. And she made some posts that were a little bit disparaging of Israel. Now, without taking a side on this, my reason for showing this is that this has been confirmed that these were, in fact, FBI agents who visited her. Take a look.
Can we just move in front of the house so the dogs don't go crazy?
Sure we can, yeah.
I need you to identify yourself and let me take imagery of your IDs.
I'm not going to share my credentials on the phone.
So you said you were with the FBI?
That's correct.
And why won't you show me your credentials?
We did. I showed you my
I didn't take a look at them. I said, 1 second, I'll be right back. Are you going to show me your credentials or no?
Yeah, we did already. So, and we identified ourselves. So what we'd like to do
I
is
didn't
just
look
have
at
a
your credentials. Again, I didn't verify them. I told you to wait, and I went inside.
Okay, that's correct. What we'd like to do is just have a conversation with you about some social media posts that you've made. Would you be willing to talk to us today about that?
No, I would not. I would like you to later talk on with my lawyer.
Okay.
Do you have
Do you
identification?
have a card or something
Cards?
for your attorney that we could reach out
No.
to?
No. I'll get back to you.
Okay. All right.
Do you mind just having your attorney contact the FBI office in Oklahoma City?
What's the number? What are the names of the agents?
I'll Google it for you.
So you're refusing to identify yourselves.
No, we've already identified them.
Again, I did not take a look.
Okay, so the phone number for the FBI in Oklahoma City is 405-290-7770.
Okay.
If you just call me one name, then we'll be able to get you in contact with us and we'll be happy to speak.
And tell him that Facebook flagged me for posts.
Facebook gave us a couple screenshots of your accounts.
Okay. So we no longer live in a free country and we can't say what we want?
No, we totally do. That's why we're not here to arrest you or anything like that. We just
Well,
want
you
to
can't
discuss
arrest
this.
me for freedom of speech. We live in America.
Yes,
Correct.
Exactly. So it's kind of weird that you want to come talk to me about me exercising my freedom of speech.
We do this every day, all day long, talk to people.
Okay.
Really, it's just an effort to keep everybody safe, make sure that nobody has any ill will or bad intent or anything like that. And we've got no reason to believe necessarily that that's you, and that's why we just wanted to have a conversation.
So do you have a conversation with everybody on the neighborhood?
Do you have information with anybody else in the neighborhood?
I mean, all I've done is exercise my right as an American citizen on a public social media platform with my personal opinions. Correct? Okay. Most of the individuals, right, in America, especially older generation, right, have Facebook. Are you questioning all the citizens in America?
We certainly would if we had any sort of concerns.
Okay, so you have concerns about my personal opinions?
If you don't want to talk to us, then you can.
I'm definitely not going to have a talk with you.
Well, thank you for your time this morning, and feel free to reach out to us.
Okay, they're so-called FBI. This is Rola Abdeljawad in Stillwater, Oklahoma. This is America.
Now, it appears the Biden administration is weaponizing its own FBI, even against some of its own people, because obviously these are going to be typically Democrat voting, pro-Palestinian people, although they're turning on Biden at a pretty record pace right now. So it's ironic that the Biden administration, when you get out of line and you fall under them, if you get out of line, you're going to get a visit. And this was a little bit shocking to me because they have up to now really focused on weaponizing the FBI against conservative people. Obviously, Christians, more specifically in some cases Catholics. If you are a gun owner, they are calling you an extremist. Obviously, if you're white, you're definitely an extremist according to them. But they have done their best to say that if you are a true red-blooded American patriot, that somehow or another that makes you an extremist and, in theory, according to them, a domestic terrorist. They have done a really fabulous job of trying to do that. Now to see them turn on their own just because their own won't parrot what they normally would parrot, and I'm certainly not taking up for this lady because she has probably repeated all of Biden's lies and all of the BS that his administration has put out up to now, and now she has a problem with it. So she's agreed with all the other crap, and now all of a sudden there's this teeny tiny thing that she's not happy with, so she speaks out, and she gets a visit. So the thing is, they are typically weak-minded and not known for thinking for themselves, so she'll probably jump back in line. Now, oddly enough, she did confirm that this was in fact the FBI. She called the police and she took that license plate number and they ran it and they said, yes, these were FBI agents. I don't even know how to comment on this the right way. This is an embarrassment to the American people, knowing that these are employees of the federal government that were hired into a position that makes decent money. Not high-paying jobs, but decent money. You talk about scraping the bottom of the barrel. Look at these people. Look how unprofessionally they look. Look how unprofessionally they handle themselves. Their dress is so inconsistent between the three. I'm not saying they have to wear uniforms and match, but very inconsistent. These look like people who you might have picked up at some kind of a town hall that all have totally different belief systems or whatever, because they don't even look like they belong together. One of them is definitely armed. So you have these armed thugs going to a lady's house, will not properly identify themselves. They did say that they had identified themselves earlier and they didn't want to do it on camera. My thing is, it shouldn't matter under what circumstance. If a person asks you to identify yourself and you're on their property, if you will not properly identify yourself, get the hell off my lawn. You're trespassing at that point. They don't have a right to be there. You have to allow them to be there. Did they have a warrant? Nope. So get the hell off my land. You don't want to properly identify yourself? Bye. Bye-bye. Get off my land. Now, this next video clip is just a further example of the weaponization of the FBI. This is a lady who made a post on social media regarding a relative of hers who supposedly, allegedly, was murdered, drugged and murdered, I believe, and made this particular post, and then this was her visit.
John Gray with the FBI. How are you? Is Miss Anderson here? No. She's not? Okay. I was hoping to see if I could have a couple minutes of her time. She's not here. Okay. She's at work. Okay. Is there a chance I can make an arrangement to come back and talk to her, or what's it about? It's about the Baton Rouge subject.
So the thought police are out in full force. And again, as I stated earlier, it doesn't matter which side you're on. If you're not repeating what they want you to repeat, good luck. Because even the D next to your name is not going to save you now. Before it would have. These people are so bold and brazen now, and they're so drunk on the power that people have given them. They've let this group of people bully people and not stood up and not said anything, that now these people are bullying their own now. And this is what is going to tip this election going forward one way or the other in November. My best advice that I could give if these people show up at your property, any of these people from any of these organizations, is obviously if they were there to dance, they'd be dancing, if you know what I mean, right? Like the guy in Little Rock, Arkansas, who worked for the airline company where they kicked his door in and put some lead in his head late at night, or early in the morning, I should say. They were there to dance, and they danced. If these people were here to dance, these ladies and this guy who answered the door in Louisiana would have known already, right? So they're not there to dance. They're there to bully you, intimidate you. But I'm not going to tell you what a lot of other people say, be polite and be professional. I'm not implying you should do that at all. You can tell them to get the hell off your property. If they don't have a warrant, get out of here. You are not welcome on my property. Get the hell off of my land. If you want to speak to me, if you want to force your way into my house, if you want to do anything without my permission, bring your ass back with a warrant or get the hell out of here. Now, don't be violent, because they're looking for a reason to make you dead. So don't do that. Be as calm. Don't make any sudden movements for these people, because they're probably gun shy. Think about it. Whenever you know you're bullying somebody and then you get pushed back, immediately they probably get on point. I think the key point here is don't let them bully you. Ask them to leave. Tell them to leave. Don't worry about their feelings. And if they cannot produce a warrant, they have no right to be on your property. I don't care what the Facebook post was and how badly it hurt their feelings. Get off my lawn.
God save the Queen, man.
I'm sorry, I thought this was America.